Bucknutters. Welcome into the Morning Five here on March 5th, 2014. I am Dave Biddle, and we finally have something to talk about. Wait, did I say that out loud? But seriously, it's fun to have some actual football to talk about, and we're going to get right into it. Ohio State had their first day of spring practice yesterday, and several notable items that I'm going to get into here on the show. Let's start off with Darren Lee. Very interesting here. I have been a big Darren Lee fan. I've been telling you guys for months that he's going to be a factor this year. He's going to play. He's going to play on special teams. He's going to be in the running for the weak side linebacker job, replacing Ryan Shazier. And all that being said, I kept saying, but I think Trey Johnson's going to be the starter. Well, guess what? I should have kept talking up Darren Lee and taken it one step further and said he's going to be the starter, because Darren Lee, as of now, has won that job. I should say he's ahead of Trey Johnson. He hasn't won the job yet, but Urban Meyer talked up Darren Lee, said he's really earned it. He's bulked up to 225 pounds. He was about 205 pounds when he was a high school quarterback, so they really like Darren Lee. Make sure if you're a subscriber, you get on our site, check out our practice report. It is robust with information. Got about over 100 replies already, so make sure you get in there and check out our practice thread. If you're not a subscriber, try our 7-day free trial. Moving on, Antonio Underwood is another interesting case here. I was really curious who was going to be the other starting guard. Whichever side Pat Elflein did not line up at, who was going to be the other guard, and it's Antonio Underwood. They're working Pat Elflein at right guard. They're working Antonio Underwood at left guard. He missed last season with a torn ACL, was able to take a redshirt year because he played as a true freshman. That forgettable 2011 season, Antonio Underwood played. And if you guys remember, he actually started the Indiana game at right tackle over J.B. Shoeguards. So Antonio Underwood started a game at right tackle and as a true freshman. So as a fourth-year junior, can he hold the fort down at left guard? I think he can. I think it's encouraging that this guy, they feel like he's ready to go. Chase Ferris is missing the spring. They also have Joel Hale in there, who's running as one of the backups. Tommy Brown's one of the backup guards. Billy Price is fighting for that center spot. He's Jacoby Bourne's backup, so Billy Price can play guard if he doesn't win the center job. But Demetrius Knox isn't here yet, and they're going with what they got as the backups as far as guys like Tommy Brown. But very encouraging that Antonio Underwood is running with the first team, in my opinion. Moving on, Chris Worley is playing linebacker, and I've got to give our Dwayne Long props here. I've said I thought he was going to stay at safety. Chris Worley was repping at linebacker yesterday, repping at strong side linebacker, which surprised me. I thought he'd be repping at weak side linebacker, but you have Darren Lee and Trey Johnson as the top two weak side linebackers. So maybe it's just depth until guys like Sam Hubbard get here in the summer, and they're going to move Chris Worley back. But I tend to think if they thought Chris Worley was going to be a safety, then he'd be repping at safety right now. So we'll see what happens. But right now, our Dwayne Long was right on point there. Chris Worley is a linebacker, not a safety. Switching gears. The quarterback battle will be interesting. I watched both of the young guys really closely yesterday, Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett. I continue to be more impressed with Barrett, but Cardale Jones had a very impressive practice, and he is the first-team quarterback when they go 11-on-11. When they go full squad scrimmages, Cardale Jones is the first-team guy, J.T. Barrett's the second-team guy for right now. That's going to be a lot of fun to monitor. Cardale Jones, he looks like Randall Cunningham out there with his size, wearing the number 12. He's a little thicker than Randall Cunningham, and by a little I mean a lot. But still, he is an intriguing athlete. There's no doubt about it. Big arm, runs well, really well for his size. But I still think J.T. Barrett, he's just such a natural passer. They talk about his leadership skills. They talk about how cerebral he is as a young man. They talk about just how natural his throwing motion is. And I saw it yesterday. He's got such a clean throwing motion. I saw it last year. So it's going to be a good battle this spring. But I think J.T. Barrett's going to be the number 2 quarterback this fall. Will be the starter in 2015. And the final topic. Our Bill Kurelic has his In the Dean's Office already posted to the site. Our subscribers can get in there and ask Bill any question you want. It's probably going to be about football recruiting if you're asking him a question, but Bill used to be a shop teacher in high school, which I just found this out. I knew he was a football coach and a basketball coach, but Bill was an industrial arts teacher, and he refinished his own basement, so you can ask him about that. Bill is a man of many talents, so get in the dean's office, ask him about recruiting, ask him about home remodeling, anything you want to ask him. Bill is the man. You have to be a subscriber to do that. If you're not a subscriber, as I love to say, try our 7-day free trial. Thank you for joining us here on the Bucknuts Morning 5. I hope everybody has a great day.